All right, welcome back to WMAC Now with your host, Chuck Stevenson, coming at you with a little event preview. So this Sunday, May 21st at New Pier Hall in Tokyo, the Japanese Shooto organization presents Colors, their first all-women's MMA event in 17 years. Now, years ago, Shooto would sometimes put on all-women events. They were called G-Shooto back then. And then they stopped altogether. In fact, they stopped promoting women's fights at all for a long time. And then I'd say within the last 8 years, they started having the occasional women's fights on their Shooto events. And then they started doing more and more. And now they have a couple of like 2 or 3 divisions now. Atom weight, super atom weight, and straw weight. Now, for the first time in 17 years, they're putting on an all-women's event. This time they're calling it Colors, and it is being put together by a living legend of women's MMA in Megumi Fujii. So, very excited for this one. It's got 6 MMA bouts and 1 grappling bout, and it is headed by a super atomweight title bout with Satomi Takano, the champ, defending her title for the first time, I believe. So let's go ahead and get into it. So the first bout of the night is going to be a grappling bout. Former Deep Jewels atomweight champ Chihiro Sawada taking on Yuki Sugiuchi. Now, I'm not too familiar with Yuki Sugiuchi. She actually doesn't fight MMA. All she does is BJJ and grappling. I saw that she's grappled at the Quintet events a number of times, and it looks like she won most or all of her bouts there, which is pretty nice. I believe she's 42 years old. And I said Chihiro Sawada. It's not Chihiro Sawada that Sugiuchi's taking on. Sugiuchi is taking on Tomo Maesawa, the former Deep Jewels champion. Excuse me for that. I don't know why I wrote down Chihiro Sawada. Must have been distracted. Tomo Maesawa, she's 35 years old. She retired as the Deep Jewels atomweight champion, defeating Hikaru Aono in her final bout and then retiring. I don't think she's done any type of competing since then. Maybe she's done grappling. I'm not sure. Anyway, just a little grappling bout. I believe it will be no gi, which will make it more entertaining for the viewer. The first MMA bout of the night is an atomweight bout, and this is a battle of the golden agers, we'll say. We've got Hisai Watanabe taking on Yasuko Tamada. Watanabe comes in at 21-9-1. Tamada comes in with a record of 18-13-3. Tamada's coming in off of a decision win. Watanabe last fought suffering a TKO loss. Look at the age on this bout. 55 for Tamada to 42 for Watanabe. So a big difference between these two. But there's a big difference between Watanabe and the next oldest fighter on this card. I mean, most of them are in their 20s or early 30s. Tamada has been fighting. I mean, both of these ladies have been fighting for absolutely forever. Watanabe's a legend herself. She is like the original knockout queen of women's MMA. I mean, she has more one-punch knockouts than probably any other single woman in MMA. Tamada is just a long-time veteran. I mean, geez, 55. I don't think she started in MMA until she was well into her 30s. This is like the only bout I really want to see either of these two in anymore. Like this kind of bout. Watanabe returned after a long layoff and has not been doing so well. Tamada has had mixed results lately. Yeah, these two fighting each other, I don't have a problem with given their advanced ages. Next bout we have is at strawweight. Momoko Hoshiyama taking on Shiho. Single name Shiho. Shiho is making her debut. Hoshiyama is 2-4-1. I have no other information about Shiho. Hoshiyama is coming in off of a draw against Ira Koga. She's 28 years old. She stands 5 feet 4 inches, 162 centimeters. Don't have a whole lot to say about this particular bout. Like I said, I don't know anything about Shiho at all. In fact, I don't think there were even any amateur bouts listed for her. So we move on to another strawweight bout. Megumi Sugimoto taking on Haruka Yoshinari. Sugimoto comes in at 8-3-1. She's coming in off of a decision win in her last bout. Yoshinari is another debutante making her pro debut. I have no other information on her. Sugimoto is coming in off of a decision win in her last bout. She's 32 years old, stands 5 feet 3 inches, 160 centimeters. Should be an easy layup for Megumi Sugimoto. But yeah, I mean, if I knew more about Yoshinari, I could talk about this bout more. Sugimoto, alright record, decent record. A strawweight in Japan, which isn't too common. And if I believe she is married to Hiroyuki Abe, from the AACC Abe Ani Combat Club fame. The most prolific team for women in Japan. Then we have an atomweight bout. Miku Nakamura taking on Mayu Kawanishi. Nakamura coming in at 7-6. Kawanishi coming in at 2-0. Nakamura is coming in off of a win via TKO. She defeated Hisai Watanabe in her last bout. Kawanishi's coming in off of a submission win of her own. No age available for Kawanishi. Nakamura is 31 years old. Looks like Kawanishi's the taller fighter, 5 feet 4 inches, 154 centimeters, to 5 feet 2 inches, 157 centimeters. This bout stands out from the other bouts on this card in that both of these ladies are on win streaks. Kawanishi, of course, undefeated as a pro at 2-0, but she was also on a win streak in the amateurs before that. Nakamura, I believe, has 3 straight wins. So she had an upside-down record for a little bit, and now she's back on the winning track. The big question will be, can she stay on that winning track against Kawanishi? We'll see. That's what makes this bout interesting. So somebody's losing streak will come to an end on this one. Next up, we have another atomweight bout, and this is the fight that I am most looking forward to on this card. Ira Koga taking on Zeni Juan. Koga coming in at 3-2-1. Juan coming in at 6-5. Both ladies coming in off of wins. Koga, her last win was via TKO. Zeni Juan with a sub win over Sayako Fujita in Pancrase. 11-year age difference here. Juan is 32. Koga is only 21. It's hard to believe that Juan is 32. She certainly doesn't look it, but yeah, she's been fighting for a while. And only her second fight, I believe, since being released from one championship where she went 5-5. Should make for... This will be a good one. Koga has a very interesting fighting style, especially her striking is interesting to watch with her boxing and her footwork. Juan brings in that tenacious submission fighting and has worked a lot on her striking as well. This is definitely the fight that I'm most looking forward to. Then we have the main event, Super Atomweight Championship, Satomi Takano taking on Ayaka Watanabe. This will be at 110 pounds. Takano coming in at 17-13. Watanabe coming in at 2-1. Takano is coming in off of a decision win in her last bout. Watanabe, I believe, coming in off of a win via TKO in hers. Watanabe is the younger fighter at 25. Takano is 32. Watanabe will be the bigger fighter, or taller fighter, at 5 feet 3 inches, 160 centimeters, to 5 feet even, 152 centimeters for the champ Takano. Now, both these ladies are coming in off of a win preceded by a loss. So they have that in common. Probably going to be a bit of a layup fight for Takano for her first defense. They got her headlining the show, defending her title for the first time. Probably a bit of a layup here. So I don't expect too much. I haven't kept up with Ayaka Watanabe. So there you have it. Shooto presents Colors. This goes down this Sunday, May 21st at New Pier Hall in Tokyo. 1, 2, 3. So 6 MMA bouts plus a grappling bout. Looks like a pretty good show. How to watch it? I believe this will be on Wmma TV, like all of Shooto's events. My recommendation, if you want to watch it, you'll need a virtual private network or VPN. Go on your PC, turn on the VPN, then go to Wmma TV. As for the time, I don't have it available in my notes. Check Tapology.com. But it looks like a fun event. I'll try to catch it. I don't have work this Sunday, which will be nice. So I should be able to watch the event and give a review on it. Anyway, that's it. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. If you liked the vid, please hit that thumbs up button. And while you're at it, go ahead and subscribe to WMMAC Now, the best, most complete women's mixed martial arts dedicated platform on YouTube. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.